Flipper offers versus true market value. That's our topic today. We'll get started right after this. Sometimes personal representatives, they become overwhelmed with the idea that they are now responsible for a loved one's home. And one of the things that investors do is they will target properties in probate, or if they can find out a property in a trust because someone's passed away and they know that someone is responsible now for their estate. And sometimes can actually get their offer through because the personal representative will just accept the first offer. Why would they do that? Why would someone accept the first offer that comes in? Because they think it's the easiest thing and they think it'll be stress-free and it'll be quick. But what most personal representatives may not realize when they're considering accepting that first offer is how much money the estate may be giving away. So let's think about, why do flippers target estates and how do we protect your equity? I'm Kim Ward. I am a real estate broker for over 20 years here in beautiful San Diego County, and our team, we help with homes in probate or a trust administration. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our content that comes out weekly. Of course, as the personal representative, you have a huge job ahead of you, something that you've never done before, most likely. The home may be full of personal property that you'll be responsible to go through. It may be dated. It may need repairs. You may be feeling a lot of grief. You may have family pressure, and you may be thinking, let's just get this done. The purpose of this video is to help you to think about and understand the real value of the real property, the home of your loved one. And it's also to avoid equity loss, to not accept that first offer before you talk to a real estate professional, hopefully us, that can help you to understand what the true equity can be in today's market. What are you facing now as the personal representative? A house full of personal items, uncertainty about whether you should do repairs or not do repairs, being uncertain about the timelines involved in either a probate or a trust administration. I imagine you may be a little bit fearful about making a mistake. You may be even being pressured by the beneficiaries. And all of this can lead to overwhelm about the entire process. And all of these things can make you possibly think, let's just get this over with, let's accept this offer. So this is what the investors, the flippers, may be counting on when they reach out to you, especially wanting to target properties where the personal representative lives out of the area and may be feeling very overwhelmed. When they talk to you about the property, they're going to focus on the deferred maintenance, all the full rooms of personal property, outdated features, and the distress. Their profit, it relies on buying low, and they may not be looking out for the estate's best interest. They may use language such as fast, easy, as is, no hassle, and this can play right into the vulnerable moments for you and the family. But fast and easy come with hidden cost. That's why I recommend you contact a good real estate professional so you can really figure out what is market value. Market value is based on what real traditional buyers will pay for a property. Traditional buyers will walk into a home and they will envision it as their future home. When you put a property on the open market, multiple buyers could push the price up. Some improvements, we believe in cost-effective repairs and clean out, doesn't need to cost thousands of dollars and can improve the marketability of your loved one's home. And think about that if you just accept that first offer, that the estate will lose equity because it didn't reach out to all the potential buyers. Let's look at a real-world example. Maria was the executor of her father's home in Claremont, an area of San Diego. The home had old carpet and pad, full closets, and a very cluttered garage. She met with a flipper, and she told me that they offered $675,000 for the house. She was feeling very overwhelmed, she told me, and she almost accepted it before she reached out to us for a second opinion. So this is what our team did after we spoke with her and explained that we thought we could do much better than that $675,000 offer. We helped to coordinate the clean out of the garage, the closets, and the remaining personal property in the home. We organized removing the carpet and the pad. We picked the carpet and the pad and had someone come in and install it. We improved how the property looked by scheduling a cleaning, including window cleanings, and we took care of all that for her. And then we soft staged the home. When we put the listing on the market with the professional photos, we had 20 showings in less than 4 days. And that gave us the opportunity to receive 5 offers that we negotiated, and we sold the property for $875,000. So the estate got, after closing costs and fees, a little less than $200,000 more. And it wasn't that difficult for Maria because we managed everything with her permission. We sent emails and she agreed to what we were asking her to agree to. And after receiving the 5 offers, we negotiated up to $818,000, which equated to $143,000 more for the estate. So what that means to you is that by thinking it would be convenient to sell directly to a flipper, it could cost thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars of equity for the estate. Now let's talk about what we do to help you as the personal representative not lose that equity. We take over most of the heavy lifting. We do a clean out coordination. We will obtain quotes for cost-effective repairs, and then we'll manage those vendors for you. We will soft stage so that the property is presented properly after the cleaning and window cleaning. We will get professional photos, which makes a big difference online. And we'll support you through some of the emotional challenges around your loved one's estate. A really important thing is proper documentation. We make sure that every I is dotted, every T is crossed. We use the California Association of Realtor Documentation. We protect you and the estate. This is something that you're not going to get if you sell directly to a flipper without having a real estate professional help you. You can expect clear communication from us. We have an every Tuesday update for all of our clients. You are never left to manage all of this on your own when we're working with you. And the estate gets more equity because it's positioned correctly for the market. Now, I just want to end this with that flippers really aren't doing anything wrong. It's a business model, but their goals are for themselves to get more profit, and they're not looking out for the estate. Your job as a personal representative is to protect the estate's equity. Our job is to make the process easier and very clear communication for you. Know that you do not have to sort through anything in the home before you make that call to us or a real estate professional. And you don't have to repair anything either before we meet you at the home. And you don't have to face this alone. So if you're overwhelmed and you're concerned about the home's equity, just reach out. Getting clarity before you make a choice can save you a lot of time and overwhelm and protect the estate's equity. We will walk through the property with you, we'll talk about your options, and then you'll have all the facts to make the best choices. And remember, a simple conversation is all it takes for you to protect the estate's equity. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and if you have questions or comments, we read all of them and respond to all of them. See you next week.